What's good, slimes? Ace Fragrance back with a very quick fragrance related video. Today I'll be discussing Acqua de Giorgio Armani Profumo. As you can see, I just read from top to bottom, and I just dropped the fragrance box, but who cares about that? The only reason I'm making this video is because I was moving some fragrance in my collection, and I moved this to the front of the rotation. I remember why this was kind of moved to the back of my rotation. Forgive my voice. Like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, long time frame, the blue fragrances were kind of like, a lot of the fragrance review channels were doing like fragrance face off, this fragrance versus this fragrance versus this fragrance, which was basically Profumo versus Dior Sauvage versus Bleu de Chanel versus Mr. Burberry versus Bulgari Acqua Atlantique. And I remember seeing those videos and I was just like, what is the actual point of this? To be very blunt, even back then I was like, it's kind of redundant, no? You're just doing like individual reviews in like a 20-minute video. But aside from that, this was always on the list as like a more mature scent and everything. But whenever I smell this, I always just think of the other scents as better. Which is kind of why I never really understood why this got so much hype that it did. It's don't get me wrong, it's a nice scent. But I always thought like all of the others were better except Acqua Atlantique. When people were like saying that's better than all of those, I was just in my head thinking you just want to stand out and be different. But I much preferred like Didn't Blue, Bleu de Chanel, Dior Sauvage than this one. Hence why, like, if you go through my catalogue of fragrance related videos, you would see like Didn't Blue's finished and gone. Bleu de Chanel, there's a dent in it. I finished my Dior Sauvage. You know, so out of all of them, this was the bottom of my kind of blue fragrance scent. It's not a bad scent. I just think it's a bit off-putting. There's like the marine vibe in this is just, it's not my favorite. Yeah, it's not my favorite. I do like it. I do appreciate it. But I never understood how like people would say Didn't Blue was better. But it just goes to show you like everyone's got a different kind of style of fragrances they want to wear and be associated with. This video was just random because I just saw this and I just thought it's not in my rotation. There's a reason why the other fragrances, the other blue related fragrances are empty and this is still here. Do I regret buying this? Not really. I bought this as a partial for a good price before it got discontinued, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. It's a nice scent. I just think it was a bit overhyped, but that's just me. Yeah, like I said, I just found this fragrance when I was moving my collection. I thought I'd give my... That was the first thing that came to my mind. It was just like this being compared to every other blue fragrance. Now it's not really talked about much. But that's been Ace Fragrance, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.